So I'd like to welcome everyone who is here today. Today we're talking about family financial intelligence. My name is Adeolu Akinyemi, and it's been roughly 18 years, more than 18 years that I've been, well, I think about 15, 16 years that I've been on this journey of training people on financial intelligence. I actually have a body of work on financial intelligence that everybody, I believe everybody needs to go through. And today I'll be taking us around a few dynamics from the family angle about financial intelligence. Now, this is something that I think will be very valuable to everybody that you know. I know that the conversation for the last week has been high definition, and that conversation is going to continue this week as well. I just feel Monday, let me share something new and exciting with us that I think can be valuable to our lives. Now, anybody you know, everybody that is, within your circle, this is a kind of education you need them to have. So I'm going to do this a few times. And if you're here, you caught the first train, and you may need to hear this a few times for it to be internalized. Who is this training for? Who needs to be in this training? Singles considering marriage. One of the biggest problems that happens in marriages that makes people break up and divorce themselves in marriage is finance. So if you're single and you're thinking of getting married, the best time to prepare is not when you're married, it's right now when you are not. For young couples who are trying to figure out their roles in marriage, people have roles. People have their inputs into the family finance, into the family pot. The family is like a nation, and you have different people bringing inputs in, and it's a general input, or like a company as well. It's the input that everybody brings in that forms what is valuable and what is utilized to cater for that small community. So if you're a young couple, you're trying to figure out your roles, this training is for you. Also, if you're couples and you have kids, or you're planning to have kids, then this is something you need to know and understand very well before you begin to deal with the issue or the topic of kids. It's important that you have this topic, as something that you know, as something that is clear to you, because you will need this knowledge. If you're also in the house today and you are a parent and you're overwhelmed with bills, you're looking at your house rent, you're looking at children's school fees, you're looking at all of those details, and it's giving you pressure, you need to be in this class. Okay, if you're a parent, you're enjoying a good life, but you're thinking about the future and you're saying, how can I lay a better precedence for the upcoming generation? Then this is something you need to pay attention to as well. And particularly if you're in the room today, you're a Black, either Black American or Black in anywhere in the world, or you're an African, or you belong to any minority group. The minority groups are generally lagging behind in the topic of generational wealth. Now, if this is your category as well, you need this training. So I'm sure everybody in the room today has already been covered in this. So I'm sure you have found yourself somewhere in this equation, somewhere in line with this is where you know that I need to do something. So I'd like you to pay attention. Attention is free, but it actually costs a lot for you to pay it. So I'd like you to, I don't know, some people are cooking beans and listening to this presentation. Some people are listening without attention. The difference is what I'm going to talk about today is not something you have heard a lot of. So it will be good for you to take notes. I'm prepared to learn not only as a participant, but as somebody who will have the capacity in the days to come to train and teach others as well. Now, this is a very solid body of work that is important for families, for couples, and I'm happy that you are here listening to this. Now, I'm going to describe 3 kinds of families to you, and you will tell me which kind of family you like to be like. So the first kind of family is a family that gives their children education, believes that education is good investment, waits until the child becomes an adult, and expects that this child will be your source of income. So family A is looking forward to having the child as their source of income. Family B, family support stopped at secondary school. Sometimes they do tertiary. University was done by loan. Sometimes parents pay. Children finish tertiary institutions with a debt, or they are break-even because their parents supported. But parents expect children to sort themselves out after university while they focus on their own retirement. Family C is a family that supports their children through tertiary institution, also supports by providing startup finance for the children to start up their careers or business. The child also gets a healthy inheritance from the parents, and they can continue to build their lives on. The parents on their own are financially free. Ladies and gentlemen, family A, family B, or family C, which family will you like to be? I'd like you to make your choices quickly today and write in that chat box the family you would like to be. So in very simple terms, family A is the family that just basically says, just go to school and support me. I have invested in you as a child. Family B supports them for school and says, focus on your life, do your own, let me do my own. And then family C is a family that says, you know what, I want to give an inheritance to my children's children. I want to ensure that I support the next generation and grow the next generation. Okay, I'm seeing family C, family C, family C. Okay, it looks like we're copying ourselves. We have uniform answers. We're copying ourselves in this exam, but no problem. Of course, I'm sure everybody likes good things. See all the way. Everybody likes good things. So I expect that this is something that we would like to have as well. Now, what exactly do we find as a picture of family C? In family C, here's what happens. The parents are financially free. Parents take responsibility for their children's education. Parents invest in the financial education of their children. Parents give their children a leg up of financial support to start their own journeys. And parents are deliberate about ensuring that family wealth compounds from generation to generation. Let me explain what this means. Many of us have heard the terminology, it takes money to make money. Okay, have you heard that before? That it takes money to make money, that if you have money, already have an advantage. Think about it. Many of us in this room, I'm sure we did not meet any money that we leverage on. Many of us had to start from zero and begin to build. Imagine with me in the room that you finish from university, you're about to start life, and your parents say, here is 10 million naira. Okay, what business do you want to start? What ideas do you have? Or you have a career, you're traveling to have a career and you need to pay some bills. Here is a starting fund that will help you kick off. Take it on from there. This is support I give to you. Or here's an asset that is yielding passive income. You have a leg up. You can take this asset and go and borrow money from the bank for your business. You can do what you want to do. Imagine that you had that leg up, that extra leverage from a parent. Would it not have been wonderful? Okay. Unfortunately, many of us in this room, we don't have that kind of leverage. But because we want family C, it means we want the kind of people who are not a burden on their children, who are financially free, and who are then giving their own children an advantage. Okay, if you are here today and you are going to give, you plan to give, it's your desire to give your children an advantage, just put a yes in that chat box. I want to give them an advantage. Okay, and while we're doing that, I want to explain what generational wealth means with an example. I want to explain in very quick terms what exactly is generational wealth and what are we looking to build. Okay, Adekunle and Olufunmilola Ajayi, okay, this is a Yoruba couple. They are married and they come from humble beginnings. Okay, they are like people like this. Their own parents survived through a series of hardships and recessions, but struggled to make ends meet. They decided that they never want their children to go through the same experience. So they live a comfortable yet frugal life to build a sizable saving account. They also invested in a few assets and earned enough passive income not to be a burden to their children. Through their estate plan, they bequeathed their life savings to their two children, Adebayo and Olufunke. Years later, Adebayo decides to use his inheritance to buy a rental property. After several years, he uses his profits to buy another additional income property. By the time he retires, he passes on a robust rental property business to his son, Adebisi, and his daughter, Olanike. Ladies and gentlemen, this is an example of what this is. This is compounding from generation to generation. Now, an example of what is shared in the page here is somebody who, you're earning some passive income or some passive income is coming from what a grandma did. Ladies and gentlemen, here is what it means to pass on the assets from generation to generation to bequeath to the next generation and give them capacity to be able to do more. Of course, like we say in in this side of the world, we say a child you do not build will sell the house that you build. So it's not just important to build the house, it's important to build your children as well to ensure they have capacity to be able to retain the asset value and possibly multiply the asset value. Now, what exactly do I need to do? The first thing that you need to do in order to create generational wealth is you need to become financially free. Okay, and this is something you must not be tired of hearing, because hearing develops your faith, develops your belief, and develops the stream of activities you need to do to keep on ensuring that you are in step. So if you are here today and you desire freedom, you want to be financially free, you want to be free, just type in that chat box, free, okay? Free is the comment you want to put there, I want to be free. And of course, if you look at this page here, it says a number of things about financial freedom. It says passive income, eliminate debt, manage your income, money, simplify your life, investments, increase your cash flow. There are a variety of things that are talking about what it means to be free. So freedom is not just, it's a concept that covers a number of ends. But what essentially is financial freedom? Okay, thank you very much. I can see all our free in the room there. Well done. I have a simple quiz I want you to answer today. The answer can be A, B, C, D, or E, or the answer can be any of the above options. I'd like to tell me which one do you think is the correct answer for what is financial freedom. Financial freedom, somebody says, is having enough money to last your lifetime. Somebody says is earning enough monthly to meet all your needs. Somebody says is having no financial worries. Another person says earning enough passive income to take care of your living expenses. And E says earning enough passive income to live at your desired comfort level. Okay, having enough to live at your desired comfort level. Okay, which of these will you say is the answer? Is it A, is it B, is it C, or is it E? Okay, please give me the answer that you think best connects with this. Is it A, is it B, is it C, or is it E? Which one of these do you think is the ideal answer? Okay, I can see a few answers here. I can see people giving me E. Is there anybody giving me anything else? Is there anybody giving me anything else? Okay, I can see that we are really copying ourselves in this exercise. We're all getting similar answers. Okay, but this is a bit of a tricky question. I'd like you to look at again very closely. Somebody says C, somebody says D. I can see some people are changing their answers now. Okay, E. Okay, great. I'll tell you. So the statement that established the highest level of freedom is E, but D is also freedom. Okay, so the answer is D and E. D and E. Financial freedom is earning enough passive income to take care of your living expenses, or it is earning enough passive income to live at your desired comfort level. So either of these two ends are going to be good answers, but I'm sure in this room, the one that you want to have as your reality is E. Okay, I hope you are following me on this interesting journey. Okay, so the answer is D and E. Now, how do I make this happen? Can we do a quick calculation of what we need to be financially free? It means if financial freedom is a function of my living expenses or a function of the comfort level I want to live at, I need to calculate how much my living expenses are or how much I will need to live comfortably. From this, I need to derive the amount of passive income that I need to earn. Okay, then identify the assets that can give me the passive income and determine how much I need to invest to create this passive income. Okay, I need to determine how much I need to earn to create this kind of passive income as well. So I need to identify the assets that can give me that passive income. The assets are very important. I need to know which assets can give me this kind of income, and then I need to determine the options I really have and then decide. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to give you a little bit of a quiz so that you can just help me think along with this. And let us be real with ourselves. So we have two numbers here. How much do you spend on a monthly basis? Ladies and gentlemen, our expenses in Nigeria are rising high. Okay, expenses in Nigeria are rising high. It is, unbelievable. If people are today, I wanted to go and get a ticket, and I was told, very interestingly, I was told that dollar today is 667. Okay, last week it was 620. It is crazy how the value of things is going higher because dollar is going higher as well. So, ladies and gentlemen, Oppo, please listen on, don't worry, tune in. You're going to get a lot of value. Just listen and you'll hear how things can be done and how you can be a part of this. So very quickly, I'd like you to quickly type in that box there an example of how much will you, what are your living expenses and how much will you be earning on a monthly basis for you to be able to live comfortably? What is your comfort targets. I like us to just hazard a few numbers. I want people to have an idea of what this kind of numbers can be. And I'm sure there's a range. So your number is not my number. For those of us who keep accounts, we know how much you spend on a monthly basis. If you add your rent, your children's school fees, or whatever that you're paying, and all your bills together on a monthly basis, there's a value. That's your living expense. So the amount of money you want to have up and above that, is what will give an idea or an impression of, okay, so this, for example, is what is going to be required to do this. So I like us to type an idea of what is your comfortable living expense so that we can try and work out this calculation together. Okay, somebody says 400,000 naira. So saying, okay, if I have more than 400,000 naira coming for me on a monthly basis, I'm fine. Okay, I like another answer, 600. I like the answer I'm seeing here, 600 to 800. Another person says 500,000. So averagely, from what you can see and the numbers being thrown out here, which are very good numbers of what Nigeria today is demanding for, people need somewhere between 400,000 naira and 800,000 naira coming in on a monthly basis for their living expenses to be taken care of. Yeah, that's correct. Now let's do a quick calculation of what exactly we need to do to achieve this goal in order to become financially free. Okay, I hope you are with me. Now, my income minus my expense is my cash flow. Okay, so in this particular case, what I need to begin to worry about or think about is how on earth do I want to increase my income? Okay, let me just make a few adjustments to this so that it's reading correctly. How do I increase? I've been seeing a few glitches here and there. How do I increase my income? How do I make sure that this is better? How do I at the comfort level? Okay, just so that I don't forget. So the question is, how do I increase this income? So the first thing I want to do is increase my income because I need my cash flow to increase. Then I ask myself, what do I need to do? My cash flow plus my cash flow plus my cash flow. When I compound my cash flow together, I'm able to get an asset. Okay, this bulk sum buys me an asset. This asset generates for me passive income. Okay, and I can increase my asset exponentially so that my passive income can increase. On the day I become free is the day where my passive income exceeds my comfortable expense. That is freedom. And for the people in this room who want 600,000, 800,000, 500,000, this is the amount you need to exceed on a monthly basis to become financially free. This is what you want to exceed. Now, if you're able to exceed this, then you have that goal. Now, let's look at it in very clear terms and say, for example, how do we achieve this? So let's say Mr. B is in this class. Mr. B's monthly expense is 500,000 naira per month. Okay, from this, he would like to have a passive income of about 750,000 naira passive income so that he's free. He wants to earn more than what he needs to live comfortably. He wants to be able to give to some charities as well. Now, the following assets can help him achieve this goal for Mr. B. One, he can have low-risk investments, what you call LRIs. Low-risk investments typically will give you 2 to 5% per annum. Okay, LRIs will give you 2 to 5% per annum. They are not opportunities that give you a lot of interest. The potentials of this is very low because they are stable, they are low risk, you are not likely to lose your money. Okay, and then there are also high risk investments. Some of these high risk investments can be investments, pure investments, or they can be businesses. They have high risk. It means the capacity of potentials there is between 10 and 100% per annum. But guess what? You also have the capacity to lose your value. There's a very simple formula. The lower the return, the more likely the risk is low as well. The higher the return, the higher the risk as well. So anything that's paying you high returns has high risk, and the very nature of low risk is that it will last. The very nature of high risk is that it will not last. Now, you can decide based on what you want to do, based on your age. You can use your age to guide your portfolio mix and your risk appetite to guide that mix as well. So decide based on your age, your portfolio, and your risk appetite. Your LRI will require a lot more patience, while the HRI doesn't require so much patience, but is there today and not there tomorrow. Now, what exactly can a family do? What makes sense for a family to begin to do if they want to begin to create generational wealth? The first step in that journey is become financially free. And the journey of becoming financially free means increase your cash flow, increase your income, increase your assets, increase your passive income, begin to deliberately grow that. Okay? Begin to deliberately grow that. Okay? So very quickly, I'd like you to listen. Just pay attention and listen. You ask questions later. I'd like you to listen and learn here now. You will soon find out why something is low risk and why it's classified as high risk. Typically, the idea is anything that gives you high yield is high risk. You can take it to the bank. Anything that gives you low risk is low yield as well. So if it's giving you an opportunity to earn high, there are risks that you need to mitigate. Okay, there are risks. There are definitely going to be risks to mitigate, and that's why it is like that. So how does this work? Okay, so first, you ask, what can create 750,000 naira per month as passive income? What investment opportunity, what things can I participate in that allows me to earn 750,000 naira per month as passive income? Now, so first of all, I ask myself, in order to get the actual number for this, I multiply 750,000 naira by 12 to get the yearly value. So 7,500 naira per month will give me 9 million naira per annum. What type of assets can produce 9 million naira per annum? So we examine one of the ones that lends itself very easily to manipulation. Is a low risk investment, is real estate. So with real estate, how much money will I need to produce 9 million? So let's break it down. With a property that I build for 30 million, meaning I buy land for like 10, 15 million in a good area, I knock the house on top of it for 15 million, 30 million, I really manage my budget, I complete the house, I may be able to, if I build in a good area in Lagos, rent it out for 1 million naira per annum. Now, this house that I'm renting out for 1 million naira per annum will have cost me 30 million. This is about 3.3% ROI. This is the average. Now, to produce 9 million naira passive income, I need to have 9 of this. So 9 of this will give me 9 million, and 9 times 30 million will give me 270 million. Now, how long will it take you to amass 270 million naira? Ladies and gentlemen, how long will it take you at the rate at which you're currently going, at the rate at which you're currently amassing and saving money, at the rate at which you're currently building assets? How long do you think it should take you to amass 270 million? If you start today and you say, let me work harder at work and save my salary, or let me start a business that can scale, how long do you think it will take you to amass the 270 million naira that I used to build 9 houses that can create for you 9 million naira per annum and roughly 750K on a monthly basis? Can anybody give us a guess? I put here 10 to 20 years. And if you think that real estate value is high, the value for paper investments is also high. The value for many investment stocks, bonds, all of those things is high as well. Now, if you are very optimistic and you say, you know what, I push myself, I do business I can build, I do something that can give great value, you will really be doing well to be able to do this in 10 years. I will say, give yourself 10 to 20 years and that may happen. So for example, ask yourself, how many years have you worked for? And how much have you saved? So I have worked for 21 years. The question is, do I have 270 million naira saved? Have I been able to build assets worth 270 million naira in the last 20 years that I've worked? Now, in the next 20 years, what will be different and what will make me able to achieve this? Now, the beautiful thing is with the network marketing options that we have, guess what? You can produce the same passive income. Now, not the capital. You can produce the same passive income with less and faster. You can produce the same passive income with less and faster. And let me give you this to you. Let me bring this to you. In network marketing, you can start with 40,000 naira. You can achieve 750,000 naira per month in less than 5 years. In less than 5 years. If this is good or this is exciting, can you help me type in that chat box exciting? If you think something that will take me more than 20 years to achieve with my normal career, with my normal hard work, with my normal pension for business or my trading business, with my exciting shop, with all this I'm doing, it will take me more than 20 years. And there's an option that allows me to start with as small as 40,000 naira and be able to achieve the same thing in less than 5 years. Is that exciting? Somebody said super exciting. Yeah, it is super exciting. And because 5 years is even, is a high-end goal, reality is you can achieve this in less than 5 years. You can choose whether you want to achieve this in 2 years. You can choose whether you want to achieve this in 1 year, 3 years. Your date is yours to pick. I will show you a model that makes this possible. So I'd like you to follow me into the next slide as I show you a model. Okay, there's a simple way. The simple way is join the Green Mondays. I like this picture. It says, how do you explain complex things in a simple way? There's a lot of almighty formula, there's graphs, there are diagrams, there's pie chart, there's a number of things. If you want to simplify it, just bring it into Green Mondays and say, pay attention, engage yourself, trust what I'll share with you, and take action. Okay? If you join the Green Mondays, guess what? You will find a simple way to make this happen. And how can you make this happen? Why does Green Monday make this happen? Very simple. One, you earn extra income to allow you have cash flow. So cash flow is the first thing you want to create. Number two, you secure a high yield, stable risk business that can produce exponentially. So this Green Mondays business, you can exponentially increase it. I will show you how in a bit. So you can have an asset that you can exponentially increase. Number three, it generates passive income that can allow you to leverage in achieving your targets. So passive income is what you want to earn. You can earn passive income on this as well. And number four, you have access into insights about other high and low risk investment opportunities. So there's education, there's training that basically shows you other high risk investment opportunities, shows you other low risk investment opportunities, and teaches you and shows you these are things you can participate in that can create extra value for you as well. Now let's look at the business and how the business helps you to generate 750,000 naira per month in less than 5 years. Now this table here is a table that substitutes for our business plan, substitutes for our pitch deck. This table shows you if I build my business, if I am willing to build my business and I'm willing to build it with 4 people, meaning in this business, I need 4 customers to have my passion. Look at this table. Don't worry if you don't like Excel sheets or mathematical numbers, just pay attention to the ones that are shaded in yellow, because the ones that are shaded in yellow show you what can happen. So look at the last column and the first column. The columns in between shows you the different kinds of incomes that make it happen. But the first column shows you what can happen in 1 week, what can happen in 1 month, or what can happen in 1 year. So here you have an idea of what can happen in a week, what can happen in a month. So the periods there can be weeks, months, or they can be years. And then on the last column, it shows you the income you can be earning on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, just with 4 people. So this table assumes that you get on board with 40,000 naira, for example, a bro spark, and then you get 4 people to join you to do the same. You have phenomenal products you can sell and make profit. That value is not calculated here. But guess what? In that month or that week, you can earn 25,000. By the second week, your 4 people get 4 people, you get no people, you're a coach. Now you're coaching your people and supporting them, you earn 30. You do the same thing again the third month, you're working with them, they're working with their team members, your income grows to 95,000. By the 4th month, you work with your team and they work with their team and you coach them to go on as well, you have reached 353,000. By your 5th week or your 5th month, if you are building this in months, by your 5th cycle, you're already earning over 1 million naira on a monthly basis. Ladies and gentlemen, there's potentials for 3 million, for 11 million, for 33 million. The potential grows as the team grows if you build with the power of 4. What can go wrong here is that you fail to achieve this by some percentage, so that your value drops by that percentage. But ladies and gentlemen, the opportunity available with building with this is at no risk to you. You have products worth the value that you paid. You have an opportunity with every team member also having that value. And guess what? You can build your monthly income by just keeping your team active to a point where it begins to go into 3 million, 11 million, 33 million. Let's say, for example, somewhere in the 6th, 7th generation is where you plateau and your team just basically does repurchases from then on. They are not actively driving the business. 1 million, 3 million, 11 million, 33 million on a monthly basis is not bad income at all. This is what happens when you build with the power of 4. As an aside to all of these things you have seen here, you also qualify for travels. We are big on travels in the green community. You also qualify for travels. You also qualify for gifts. You also qualify, and then you still get products and a variety of things in this journey as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are listening to me and you want to take care of family finance, the things you need to be paying attention to is how can I become financially free? There are 5 channels. Of all the channels, 95% of people in society do not have enough income and do not have enough time in their lifetime to save what is required to create that value. Okay, one of them requires exceptional skill. This one that I'm sharing with you here is what is the hope that 95% of the working class people have, because you can build this as a plan B and gradually grow yourself to a point where 750,000 naira on a monthly basis is being earned because you have built a system. Now, is this business worth 270 million? To you, it can be worth it once you begin to generate the passive income that is required. Now, how do I get to join this world of possibilities? Very simple. Sign up one of our packs. I will recommend the pack to you. Use the products for yourself. Share the excitement with others and build a team. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are here with me today, everybody, no matter what you studied, engineering, medicine, robotics, physics, whatever you studied in the university, your career advancement is your capability grows, not in your technical area, but your ability to build a team, your ability to manage a team and build a team. So ladies and gentlemen, the most important skill that places you as CEO or places you as C-level or places you as the strategic levels in an organization is not only your capacity to handle the technical details of your business, but how to manage people. So please, if you are here in the house today and you are listening to me, type in that chat box there, build a team. Okay, build a team. And let that build a team resonate to everybody who is watching as well. You need to get on board, with the products, use it for yourself, share that with your friends, and then build a team. Build a team. Thank you very much, Mrs. Bomia Monjoko, for giving us a shout out. You want to build a team. Okay, awesome, awesome. Build a team. Now, very quickly, what exactly is the pack that we have? What are the packs you can sign up with? In this business, the product that we drive is something that is very good for people's health. One of the things we do here is we help people with their health. We have products that are amazing, products that are world-class, products that are designed to help you mop up free radicals in your body, clean up toxins. And the testimonies we've had over the years have been phenomenal. There have been testimonies on infertility, testimonies on diabetes, high blood pressure, arthritis, testimonies on cancer, breast cancer, testimonies on prostate issues, testimonies on, for sickle cell support, testimonies for anti-malaria, testimonies for immunity building, testimonies in the COVID-19 period. The testimonies are amazing. Now, you buy a pack of products that gives you products more than the value you pay. And then guess what? You plug into this amazing opportunity and you get 4 people on board, and then you can earn over and over again. Now, my recommendation is the gold pack. The gold pack is the middle pack. You can start from that place and build all the way to the top. You can start from bronze as well, but the journey from bronze to VIP is going to take some time. If you start at bronze, you are in the middle already. You've already bypassed 2 levels, and you can grow strategically from there. So if you're here and you're listening to me, I want to encourage you to be gold. Okay, go for gold. Today, one of Nigeria's athletes won gold medal at the world stage. She went for gold. She broke world records. Her name is Toby Amusa. You want to do the same as well and go for gold. So ladies and gentlemen, I tell people success loves speed. If you are here and you want to be successful, ask the person who asked you to be a part of this, to help you take action within 24 hours, and ask them to help you begin to invite people for this meeting within 48 hours as well. So if you're here in the meeting today, I don't know if there's anybody here today who is not a member of Great Monday, you're a guest and you are invited by someone. If you're here and you are a guest, you are invited by someone, please drop a comment in the chat box. Let us celebrate you and say, I am a guest. Okay, just put it there in that chat box. I am a guest, so that we can welcome you. There's a chat box somewhere. You can look for it, look for chat. There are many messages in the chat box. Just go click on the chat box and click there, I am a guest. Success loves speed. Anything you're going to do and succeed at, you will do fast. Okay, and here you want to get on board. So the journey for the last 20 years, how much have you been able to raise to buy assets? Okay, in the next 10 years, how much are you going to raise? This is an opportunity you can start and you can begin to build. Aniedi Augustine, you are welcome. Nice having you on board. Please connect with the person that invited you. We're happy to have you. Please help me celebrate Aniedi Augustine. She's a guest in the house. Anybody that's a guest in the house as well, let us know. Welcome, Aniedi. Meet up with the person that invited you. You can tell the person that invited you, I was invited by you. Barry is a guest as well. You're welcome. You're more than welcome. So success loves speed. Take action within the next 24 hours. And then the next action of ensuring that you can also bring your friends on board, make it happen within 48 hours. Ladies and gentlemen, the journey of 1,000 miles doesn't begin with a step. It begins with a decision. Okay? Every good thing in life starts with a decision. It's a decision. Okay? Decisions start the journey. And that decision is what precedes the step. So, ladies and gentlemen, what is essential today is not that you came, it's the decision you took from coming. Okay? The decision you took from coming. I'd like to encourage you, take the right decision. And I have a little gift. I have a little extra gift for everyone today who is coming in as a guest, and everyone today who is a member in the house and is coming in. I have a special, Oppo, A12 is also a guest, you're welcome. I have a special training that is happening in August 6th. That's the weekend after this weekend. This meeting, we're going to have a number of people together. We're going to play Cash Flow 101. Okay, we're going to have lunch together. We're going to have a beautiful time. There are going to be free workbooks. There'll be a 1-hour seminar to further reinforce some of the things you are hearing online in this meeting. That meeting is worth 50,000 naira. But for Green Mondays people, we're currently sharing this only within the Green community. If you're a member of the Green community, you have an opportunity to be a part of this with just 10,000 naira. And guess what? Your guests also have the opportunity of being a part of this with 10,000 naira as well. Now, this is a training that when you go through, you will see firsthand the reason why you need to be a part of the Green community. You will learn financial intelligence, you will grow in your understanding, and you will learn how you can become a part of the Green community. So there are two things I want you to do today. One, link up with the person that invited you. Okay, Pastor Adekola, you're welcome. Link up with the person that invited you to take on the next steps. Number two, if you are interested in being a part of this financial intelligence training, physical class happening Saturday after the next, just put yes in that comment box so that I can share the Google link where you can book your seat here in the page. If you are interested, just give us a yes, and I'm sure somebody will give you a link that you can, that you can pick up. The link will be sent to you. If I have a few more yeses and I have a few more people that are interested, the link will put there. Now, 10,000 naira is ridiculously cheap. This is something we're charging 15 years ago. We're charging 50,000 naira for this. So right now, it should be worth more as well, but you have an opportunity to begin to get your first introduction into financial intelligence. I've played this game myself more than 100 times, more than 200 times. It's something I've come to understand very, very well. So I'd like you to put your link there. The link will be shared, and then you can click on the Google form and be a part of this. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are here in this meeting today, I want to encourage you. The Green community is the place to be. Green community is a place to enjoy tremendous value. This is the place to be. Olamiji, is Olamiji in the room? The link for this particular meeting will be shared in that chat box there. Okay, the link has been shared. Is bit.ly/FIT session. If you would like to be a part of it, that's the link. Click on that link, fill in the details, make the payments, be among the first 50. There are 50 people in this room. You want to be among those 50 to plug in and be a part of this. Success loves speed. So let's leverage on the speed. Let's plug in quickly and be a part of this. Now, listen, there are many ways to skin a cat. There are many opportunities out there. This is one that is low. The risk is the fact that the returns are high, but you lose nothing because you gain immediate value. So there was a question that Mrs. Ogulesi was asking a while back to say, why are you saying that this is high risk? Okay, the only reason why I'm saying this is high risk is because the normal rule of the thumb is if it's giving you high yield, it is high risk. If it's giving you low yield, it is low risk. Of course, there are a few exceptions to that rule, but the reality here is how you mitigate against the risk is what you do personally, how you drive personally, what you do yourself to be a part or to drive the energy to grow your organization and grow your team. So this involves you. This is not just something you put your money and walk away. This is a business. You put your money, you introduce friends, and it grows. So ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of this particular conversation. It's been my pleasure sharing with us. If you've gained value and you've enjoyed learning and there are things you want to put into action immediately in the room, just put in that chat box there, excited, as we bring today's meeting to an end.